This is the brand new Washington Fields Intermediate School. We are just completing it. As you can see all around us, they're putting in grass and everything for the students. They're doing some finishing touches on the inside. Open the doors on August 12th and we'll have about 600 students in here this year.
But before students and faculty can take to the halls and classrooms of this new school, extra safety precautions must be installed. Due to nationwide school shootings in the past, all who enter any school in Washington County will have to pass through an extra set of security doors inside.
It adds an additional barrier, so anybody coming into the school does not have direct access to the students. They have to go into the office, sign in, and get their visitor badge, then they can proceed on through.
While employees will be able to buzz themselves into the schools with their security badges, visitors, parents, and latecomers will have to sign in. While the secondary doors are locked from the outside, all doors will remain unlocked on the inside. The only time the doors will remain open outside is when students arrive and leave during the school day. Dunham said school resource officers will be on site during those times. It's all about keeping students and staff safe.
This was our promise to the voters. If they would help support us in the last bond election, we would put aside the monies for all these security retrofits in every single school in the district. And this summer we're working feverishly on all the elementary schools trying to get those done first. And throughout the next year and a half, we'll be doing the remaining schools so that we'll have all of our 49 buildings with these security doors in them over the next 18-24 months.
These safety measures come at a price tag of $1.3 million out of the $125 million bond. However, not all of the safety measures can be seen.
There are things that we're not talking about, but they will also be in place. So it's not just the doors. The doors are just the most visible aspect of that.
It's taken about 21 months to complete this new school. The contractor has hired about 48 subcontractors to complete the job both inside and out, with 75 to 100 workers on site at any given time.
Oh, the schools these days have higher security, that's for sure, just because of the world that we live in, and we want to protect the kids, the staff, the students. And yeah, there's a lot of integration and coordination that has to take place. And so it starts right from the ground. I mean, electrical, it has to go underneath the slab, into the door hardware, into the mullions, back to the alarm panels, and tie into all those systems. So yeah, it is quite intricate. And before we actually have a fire marshal come through, I basically go through every system.
Another new school opening up in Washington County this year is Crimson Cliffs High School.
This school, Crimson Cliffs High and Washington Fields Intermediate, are both being built from the last of the money from the 2013 bond election. And so this school, I believe it costs about $70 million, and it's beautiful. It's prepared for the students. It has a 70-year lifespan, and it will hold at its capacity about 1,200 children.
Complete with an outdoor stadium, this new high school campus is comprised of several buildings. Crimson Cliffs High is being built to relieve overcrowding at Desert Hills, nearing capacity.
High schools cost a little bit more than a regular school because they have a PE building, a vocational building, they have the stadium and the auditorium. Those things add up to a lot of money on these buildings, and so we try to be very judicious when we're building a high school, make sure we build it only when we absolutely need it. And Desert Hills High was at capacity. We had pushing 1,300 or 1,400 children at Desert Hills High last year.
While construction crews are busy putting the last-minute touches on these school sites so they will be ready to open on August 12th, the walls from another elementary school are just being lifted up.
And we're currently working on, it was called Aspen Estates Elementary, and I think the district has renamed that to South Mesa Elementary. So we are working on that one right now, and we are flying on that one. We are ahead of the game.
The Washington County School District expects between 33,000 to 34,000 students this coming school year. In Washington County, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.